Greetings, everyone! It is I, Kikoskia, welcoming you to the stream. The pre-stream, to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable, and get ready for some more Dwarf Fortress. For the most dwarf of fortresses, where we're friends with everyone. Except the rat people. We are not friends with the rat people. Hello there, Saprook. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I need to close out of that. How do I get out of this? Okay. I want to close this panel. There! That's how I do it. Hello. Hello, Saprook Specialist Demon Dragon. Hope you are all doing well. And the demons in the underwear. Yeah, we're not friends with them. We're really not friends with them. Hello, Ada. And hello, Farsight. I hope you are both well as well. Remember to give the closest forgotten beast a big, nice hug? No. How about we never do that? How about we note that last time only one dwarf perished, and we have 200 dwarfs here. 200 dwarfs. Hello, how you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope things are going good. So yeah, one of our dwarfs decided to just be there for some, immediately wrote to Ratman corpses. Just another Friday on Dwarf Fortress. You're really not wrong. Like, you are 110% not wrong. Hey, Cav. I am tired from cycling to house viewings. How are you? I'm alright, thank you. I am looking right now at the first of the assembled Leman Russ tanks. For I have assembled one. I have to assemble 7 more. I only have one. I only have 4, but I need to assemble 7 more. Honestly, I'm amazed this fort lasted this long. I'm amazed the fort lasted this long. Dude, I can't complain. Did close to on a house yesterday, so we'll need to spend a good amount of time getting ready to move. What will be the color scheme for them? Well, considering that they're a Penitent Legion, it's going to be mostly metallics, with some orange and purple, because I've already painted some troops from the Penitent Legion already, the Inquisitorial Henchmen, so they would have a similar color scheme. So it's mostly going to be metallics. But there'll also be some highlights and other things. You wouldn't put a lot of fancy details on a vehicle that is being piloted by penitent criminals. So that's the situation there. Should be interesting, that's for sure. But at the moment, I have managed to come up with a sort of list for what's going to happen with it. Come up with a list, so it'll be interesting to see what becomes of it. It's ultimately a list that has 8 Leman Russ battle tanks, 2 Manticores, and 3 Scout Sentinels. Yeah, they don't have the time to do that, though. Like, they're serving as a punishment, so they don't get time to spruce up the vehicle. These are definitely sort of vehicles that, for the most part, are surplus vehicles. Probably vehicles that are not as well maintained. Reserve vehicles. There's a sock. You know, because socks. Force them to play Action 52. Well, you see, But thing about it is that, by the way, they're really happy. The so stickers instead of fancy paint jobs. No, just I one of the reasons I wanted it to be tanks is because, ironically, it would be a pretty easy army to assemble and a pretty straightforward army to paint. Also a very easy one to transport, just like, here's 13 models. Army done. Fun fact, actually, the Inquisitorial Henchman squads are actually armed with basically small arms. They're not given las guns. They are armed with what's called Inquisitorial firearms or something. Actually, I can look them up right here because I have the Acolyte firearms. That's what they're called. They are not very good. Transporting? Yeah, there's this army has literally no infantry. None. This army is all tanks. I mean, there's a mixture of stubbers, pistols, and all sorts of other things. They're mostly armed with pistols. But yeah, I have found stubbers for my tanks. Transporting my NIDs used to be a nightmare between the 60+ gaunts, warriors, card effects, boxes, like plastic, container boxes with magnet retentive sheeting and magnets in the bases. Suddenly you have a very, very dependable transport option for all your units. That's what I've been doing. So right now we have no Forgotten Beasts. We still have a lot of burning. We could potentially start digging down here, though. We could dig here, but getting there requires... Yeah, getting there, however, requires doing stuff. They're not that hard. The Citadel bases have hollowed out bottom. And there's the Master Gregster with 4 years. Thank you ever so much. That is so absurdly kind of you. Thank you. Still trying to sort out the monsters in the basement? No. No, we dealt with the monsters in the basement. This one is just being left alone and constantly bathed in water because it will never die. While we slowly flood out all this water. Eventually all the water will disappear. And when it does, we'll build a bridge and all will be fine. Like, all will be fine when that happens. As for the other monsters, yeah, they're just being left here forever. They're just being left here forever to do what they do. So we only have 2 really unhappy dwarfs. They are Teddy Bear and Magnus. Come to Dwarf Fortress, give demons baths. Yep. They are in the We Don't Go Here section of the mine. Oh yes, this is absolutely the We Don't Go Here section of the mine. It is walled off, and we will never go there. This area is 100% off limits. Forever. We do not go to this bit. Also, there are... Just to put into context how many Forgotten Beasts were coming. There's all of these ones here. And all of these ones here. There are 7 here. Including many Ghosts of Flame and Fire Ghosts. Like, look at those Ghosts of Flame there. And lots of Wraiths of Brine, and Soot Spectres. and boiling fiends that have webs. Yeah, these would have absolutely just completely obliterated the fortress.
Mayhem! Yippee!
That is also Bombfeet converting their Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you ever so much. Also remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have a Twitch Prime, which means you have a Prime sub. You can spend anywhere like it, even spend it on me! Give me Jeff Bezos' money. I won't mind. I'll be very happy to take Jeff Bezos' money. It'll be awesome. Meanwhile, we are still working on stuff. We are still smelting gold. We still have 500. Oh, so it would seem like we have 1,357 gold bars. Each one of these is worth 150. I think we might want to start doing something with all of these. So I heard you like gold money. I mean, we could make coins. We could make gold coins. And just mint gold coins. Can you make a room out of gold? Yes! You absolutely could. You could make gold walls, gold flooring, gold throne, gold table. Gold or everything if you wanted. We don't want to. Probably could, but I don't need to. We should, however, think of using this gold. Once we finish smelting all the native gold, we can just make coins. I feel like making coins might be a good idea. Just coins. Hello, Strongbeef. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just suddenly mint a huge amount of coins. We should really do that. Just go, hey, smelt 1,000 sets of coins. Also, if you're curious, speaking of coins, I had nothing to say about speaking about coins. Nothing to say at all. I wish I had more of them. I definitely wouldn't buy more tanks with them. I'd probably buy more tanks with them. I probably would. I definitely would. I still need to get more. Although it's funny to think that the one I have here and the 4 I haven't built are just about a third of the Imperial Guard army. It is such a silly idea for an army, by the way. It is such a silly idea. Like, the most foolish idea. But it is an idea. It is very much an idea. Maybe I should have a 3rd tank commander. Ooh. I could have a 3rd tank commander. If I had a 3rd tank commander, I could give them the massive Vulcan gun. Ooh. I mean, that would just be silly. That's probably why I should do it, because it would be silly. I'm just rambling at this point. I should assemble all the other vehicles first. Because by the time I'm done, there'll probably be a points update and everything will get ruined. Or maybe there won't be. I don't know. I'm going to get a good bit of tanks and armoured vehicles in the Battletech Kickstarter. Yeah, they should be interesting. I like painting vehicles. Vehicles have, like, a surprising amount of detail, but lots of flat surfaces. Makes painting them an interesting challenge. It makes painting them an interesting challenge. Also, there are some pants here. There are just pants. Also remember that there are things about Keshem Buck Rampage everywhere. There is always Keshem Buck Rampage. You just need to look around and... Yep, there's Keshem Buck Rampage. There he is again. Our hero. Engraved on the floor is a massively designed image of Jonesman 64 Bone Fountains the Dwarf and Fate Bones the Ashen Skulls the Soot Spectre. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Jonesman 64 Bone Fountains by the Soot Spectre, Fate Bones the Ashen Skulls in Papercup in midwinter of 106. Yep, we just have a thing of that. Hello, Deus. How you doing? Hello, Should Have Hope. How are you as well? I hope you are all doing well today. Gotta commemorate the fallen somehow. Yep. I see that Sapbrook is engaging in Sapbrook things. Thank you ever so much, Sapbrook. That is exceptionally kind of you. I will have to make a note of being able to get that. But yes, I have updated a lot of things on the list of throne stuff. It is heavily updated. I actually have stuff to put in there now. It is a thing. You know, like, within 3 weeks, I'll have nothing left in there anymore. And I'll be like, no! And it will be a disaster. It'll be, like, the worst disaster. But what can you do, eh? What can one do? I'll tell you what I can do. Thank you all for being amazing. Did you know that you're all amazing? Because you are all amazing. Does the Manticore come with its own soldier? I don't know, but one thing's for sure is that I will be absolutely not revealing any soldiers in there as often as possible. Like, I try my best to keep all those little bits. I'm going to have so many tank bits by the end of this, by the way. Come back, Kiko. You are also amazing. Nah. Now you're just being silly. Who'd say such a thing like that? Also, here is Sean the Octopus. I'm doing well. You are doing well. I don't know what you're doing. You're smelting ore. Lots of people are smelting ore. This is a thing that people do. A lot of people do that. Also, we're going to have the humans turning up soon, so that's going to be exciting. At some point, all these things are going to be out. When in real time did this fortress start? A long time ago. 20-odd weeks? It's been like 5 or so months. We do a good 3 or so hour, 2.5, 2 hour, 40 minutes of streaming every week. You're saying silly things on this channel? I know! It is scandalous when things happen like that. Scandalous! How dare? I mean, I dare, because... Do you know what's scary? If we end up getting to the point where you all end up buying the entire... Like I'm gonna have to name the tanks. I'm gonna have to find names for those tanks. Might ask you for suggestions for that. Either way, it's time for us to get going. You're getting provisions. pleasure after putting on a truly splendid item. Also, nope. Don't need anybody else right now. What we need to start thinking about mining down here. There are some riches that need mining. And we're gonna... What we need to do when that happens... How do I get it so that only one person mines all of this? Why are you naked? It's just going to be one of those days, isn't it? It's just going to be one of those days. Burrow that has only one person. Ooh. That is an interesting point. If we make a burrow that only one person can be in. Now, who right now is one of our miners? Utterin. So if we add a burrow and the only person that can be in it is Utterin. You're the only one in this burrow. By the way, what are these dwarfs doing in my Action 52 game? I don't know. I don't know. We should get rid of some... Oh, we should definitely get rid of that. All this, and that, and this, and that, and that. All of the ridiculous things that are going on there as masterpiece after masterpiece is being... I see mining is being done. And I think I know who's doing it. So we want all this mining. And then we want to start very carefully thinking about mining other areas. Like maybe here. Starting at this corner and then working up. Because we want to clear this whole level. So then we can go over here. Note, by the way, that only one diamond is now burning. This diamond is not burning anymore. Like, that's nearly finished burning. Also, Edna has demanded that we make some more cages. Well, good news. We can make some more cages. Don't forget to let them out at some point. That is true. We will. It's only a temporary burrow. It's only a temporary burrow. It's not going to last forever. There's water there. That says to me there's something in that space that I'm not happy about. So I'm going to leave that be. Hello, Ziggy Zaff. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Struck phrase. That's very good. Just all the stuff here. All the stuff that we can do. At some point, this will stop burning. Then we can finally mine up here. Who's died so far? No one has died so far. You're fussing over your army? I fuss over my army all the time these days. Oh yeah, there's all this stuff that we should, in theory, get. Why has none of this been picked up? It's actually an interesting point. Why has none of this been picked up? I don't know. But it hasn't been. Just gotta wait for that trading to happen. Also gotta just start thinking about digging. We just gotta dig. Dig down. We have been not digging down for too long. We must dig. Oh, here he is. Here he comes. How you doing? Excellent. Let's get you there. And watch as he probably melts. I don't even know why I'm getting you to dig this out. Takes a long time for the miners to get down here, but... Oh yeah, because there's riches here. That's why. There are riches. Like this diamond cluster. By the way, if something awful happens, I'm leaving you there. You now have to mine all of this. Oh, I'm a little worried about you. Oh no, he's mining there. Ready to pause. Okay, it's fine. Ooh, it's fine. Nothing bad here. Oh no, there's much worse that we could find. There is so much worse that we can find. I actually think all of this is fine. Are you... What are you doing? You're going to clean. No, don't go to clean. Oh, hang on. You can't reach that. So. I'm also oh, I'm still logged into this, aren't I? Yes, I am. Why am I... That's me being very silly. Anyway. I now need you to mine here. And here. We do not want to find a gateway to Might and Magic 10. Oh no, please don't let us find a gateway to Might and Magic 10. So, hopefully this will be alright. Ooh! Deep within this strange place you uncover what must be a treasure of the gods. Vabok Thicket. A large, intricate, booming metal right gauntlet. I mean, that's nice. Lock that off for now. We must have some room in the treasure room. We do. That goes in the treasure room. Also, we need to make some more pedestals. So, found a nice thing. Oh! Humans are here! Sweet. My Magic 10 will find you. We've got to take a bath. No! No, it won't. Won't find me. It can't hurt me. It's not here. Okay, we're gonna just put finished goods in here. All it's gonna be is finished goods. Because we want to trade away all the finished goods we can. All of them. And there's Old Dragon! Finishing everything off here with a party of 21 raiding. How are you doing? I hope you are very well, good sir. He bringeth the ham, and he bringeth the raid. Prepare the cheese, everyone. There is much cheese that needs to be dispensed. Thank you, good sir. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you up to? Did it go well? Did it go wrong? Do you know what we need? We need a cheese emote. We for some reason have started just declaring the handover of cheese. Playing Final Fantasy V. Ah, yes, I remember you were playing Final Fantasy V. I don't know where somebody started the whole cheese giving thing. It's just something that's carried on. We just give out cheese now. I have no idea what cheese emote I would use. I know one person would be very happy about cheese. Ah, yes, okay, with Butts as the original. Hey, there is nothing wrong with Butts. Butts is a fine name for a protagonist of your game. Butts is... Butts. Nothing wrong with him. Also, to be fair, that is the game where you encounter someone who is like, Yar, I am a really dastardly pirate. And then you find out, you're a female pirate. And then they're like, Yar, I am. But my crew like me anyway. Well, I'm giving up being a pirate now, I'm following you. To be fair, this was the day of a very early Final Fantasy. Characters didn't get a lot of development. As I recall, the development for one character in Final Fantasy IV was, an awful thing happened, and one character went, just get over it. And they went, okay, and then they did. They just did. I think Old Dragon knows who I'm referring to there. I do, yep. That's what they did. It's just like, get over it! And then they did. And then they disappeared. And then you don't see them for ages, and they just come back. Characters? I don't think it does. I'm just going to throw that out there. So, are you dead yet? Amazingly, no. You are in fact not dead yet. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to mine all of this. We're going to wait for you to... Let's just get you out of this. We're going to wait for you to be done. Okay, he's now going to leave, because I think he's bringing an item to... Oh, you're bringing an item to Deepa. Okay, this is fine. Okay, we actually like this. This means loads of people can pick up all these gems, we can start crafting them, and it'll all be great. Alright, let's look at... We have a lot... They are bringing a lot of stuff, by the way. The humans really like trading with us. That is like 5 wagons of things. And we're still making more things, I'll have you know. We are still making more things. And that's still on fire. Can you stop being on fire, please? You're not even that valuable anymore. Because you're just on fire. Don't take that out of context. But fire, I mean, fire is good at everything. But also, let's not... I'm asking a lot, Kiko. I know, also look at how much drink we have. Also, look at how much food we have. Look how much it's all compartmentalized now. All this food. All these animals. We still have so many animals. How are the butcheries doing? They're actually very... Native gold gizzard stones? Did one of them eat gold? Hello there, NSF. I hope you are doing well. Imagine there's an achievement for the same fire lasting forever. I mean, if you want a fire lasting forever, go to my island on Animal Crossing. Hillsfar. There's a bunch of leaves there that have been burning for years. Just burning. Also, here's the pile of corpses. Do humans count the short swords as swords? Yes, they do actually. They might count them as slightly shorter swords. New fortress? Nope, same fortress. This is still Papercup. Also singing. There was some singing. And we all like the singing. It's time to dance, everyone. Get your dance going. Come on. gonna dance a lot. Do not shut that bridge right now, because a calf could get flung around. What did they sing about? I don't know. It's just a leaf fire. Like, I'm not gonna name it after an actual thing. Animal Crossing is whimsical and silly. It doesn't need references to real things. So we only have 15 more things to put here, by the way. I bet these things are being grabbed quite quickly. They're not being grabbed quite quickly, actually. Look at it. We need all these things grabbing as quickly as possible. Everybody leaf pile? Yeah! Look at that fire emote. It's like fire. I don't have an emote for fire. And though we do, we have the O2 one. That kind of counts. Now, 8 items left. You're sleeping? Honestly, we can ask you to go there when you get up. That makes sense. Look at how much digging they're doing. Just digging tetrahedrite. Ooh, there are gems there. We should totally dig those too. How is this doing? It's still at 2. But slowly it's all filtering out. Which I quite like. It's all slowly filtering out. Maybe I should have made it too wide. Then it really would have drained out. I really just want it all to go. I could open this up, but there's really no reason to open this up. I'm also going to tell you to smooth that out, please. Just smooth that out. Actually, what I'm also going to tell you to do is, could tell you to... I could mine this area out. You know what? I might mine this area out, honestly. I might mine this area out. Why not? We have enough stuff. Smooth all this. Are you stood there? The answer is no. I built an emergency spoilers or invading device where I'd route the river into the mines. I wonder if it would have worked. Probably wouldn't have. Gotta be honest. Somebody left their food here. They left a dog tallow stew. I mean, that's a thing to leave, I guess. Oh. Oh, they finally found the dead dog. Took long enough. You are thirsty, and you're going to store an item in a stockpile. Well, go drink. They're like, no, I must go and storm this dead crocodile. Right now. Okay, there's only one more item that needs putting in there. You know we're going to buy all of their booze, right? This is just a thing we're going to do. We're going to buy all the booze. I mean, we did slaughter a lot of dogs. We slaughtered a lot of dogs. We have a lot of animals. As you can see. Why so many? Because dog. Dogs do what dogs do. Having dogs to start with was good, and then it became a thing where we ended up with a lot of dogs. Also, we're going to save right now. Because things you say while playing Dwarf Fortress like potato out of context. Yeah, because dog. Fortunately, you do have context. And also, just like I have the the Storm Raven gunship, where I could fly it around and go meow. I also have within arm's reach the tank, so I could be like this is something I do. This is something many people do. And it's awesome. I am doing very well, Dan. Thank you. I have no complaints right now. And with all of you, it's Friday. Which actually doesn't mean very much for me at all in the grand scheme of things. What's the tag's name? I don't know. Right, what have you got? Ooh, you brought some nice bars. Like, zinc's good, platinum's great, nickel, zinc, black, bronze, tin, platinum, sterling, silver. Don't need gold, platinum, sterling, silver, brass, zinc, brass, platinum, and lead. And all your gems. Oh, you brought a lot of gems with you. Ooh, okay. A lot of rough gems too. Chains, no. Flasks, no. That's relatively expensive. We don't mind that. Or them either. Very shiny. Okay, so what else did you bring? I hope you brought booze, because we always need that. You brought with you a donkey, a camel, a blue jay, some cats. You brought a worm. I mean, clearly we must buy the worm. No aluminium. Beer, spirits, beer, more beer, wine, beer. And you know what? Actually, you have any cheap barrels? We will buy the barrels too. Can't hurt to get a few more barrels right now. Anyway, beer, milk, beer. I am buying all of this. Should I be? Probably not. Am I going to? Yes. We have not been raided by anyone right now. Or at all. ETA to like a horrible dragon. Actually, a horrible dragon wouldn't be a problem. A horrible dragon really wouldn't be a problem. And that's saying something. You'd think it would be. You'd think like a horrible dragon would be the end of everything. But actually, no. But you're not a horrible dragon, old. You're just a dragon. Or maybe you are. I don't think you are. Iron mace, picks, no. Bows, pikes, halberds, two-handed swords, long swords, walls, great axes, flails, warning stars. You haven't played my AD&D game? Yeah, I'm glad I haven't, because it's AD&D. I don't think I'll be able to get it. It's a shame all the clothes are pretty much useless. Shields aren't, but we have more than enough shields. Like, most of the stuff you're bringing here is not very useful. Bags, no. Figurines, scepters, bolts. There's a lot of stuff you brought. What else did you bring? Large gems? And why did you bring anvils? Did you bring fish? I will buy your fish. I will also buy your plants. But I won't... Thread! You brought thread. Thread's nice. Did you bring... You brought trap components. Alright, trap components. I will actually buy your trap components. I will also buy all of your cheese. Oh, you brought books. Ooh, always like books. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff. We need to make a lot of money. Shall we get started? It's a good thing that we have an absolute metric ton of stuff that we can just sell you. And it's all crowns. Hi, I hope you like crowns, because we have a lot of them. I'm not kidding. We have literal thousands of them. Some of them are expensive. Some of them are very expensive. Not a goblet, though. Not those trousers. We don't want those trousers in there. This crown. All of these. All of them. At some point, we'll just have boxes that have nothing in them. Except, like, a couple of small things. But hey, we're already making a small dent. Okay, we're gonna sell this cup because it's worth 1,620. It just seems like a good thing to sell. I will forget to sell it otherwise. At least it doesn't have anything in it, like that cup. The statues of the king will be the one who's not wearing a crown. No, the king wears like 20 crowns. And all of my dwarfs wear about 5 or 6 crowns. It's a common status symbol here. That is really expensive. Like, that is really expensive. I'm not selling that. Some kid is going to be exceptionally happy when they play with their 5,000 value puzzle box. That thing is worth so much. Also, we can just sell everything in this box. Except the box. We are going to keep the box. Okay, it was under stockpile clothes. This is actually a good sign that we are stockpiling so many clothes. Nothing here, nothing there. That's 1,000. That's 1,000. That's 3,000. Whoa, that's a very expensive thing right there. Like, some of these are exceptionally well made. But then again, this should be standard in this fortress, you know? Just things made of exceptional quality. We are, after all, the capital of everything. Why wouldn't we have amazing things? That's a large linen sock. I'm going to sell that. No one's going to wear that. Not in this fortress, anyway. See, we have... Here's the thing, okay? We have barely begun trying to sell things. And we're already most of the way to getting towards profit. Look at how much stuff we still have to go through. Look at how much stuff. Every single one of these, like, masterwork crowns is 50. And because Kikoskia is such a great trader, because he has so much experience, he knows how much all this stuff is worth. He knows how happy the people he's trading with will be with a deal. He is an expert at this. It's just one of those things he's really, really skilled at. As we just literally dump every single one of these containers out and give them crowns. It's like, hi, I heard you like crowns. You came to the right place because we have all the crowns you could ever want. Even after this kingdom has long crumbled to dust, there will be crowns. There will be so many crowns. Crowns for days. Archaeologists will look at this entire world and wonder why everyone was obsessed with crowns. And then they'll see the made in Papercup and they'll be like, that makes sense. That makes sense. We came for swords. Too bad. Have more crowns. Yep. Have more crowns. Hope you like... I'm selling that bracelet. I'm selling that bracelet while I still have the chance to sell a bracelet. It's worth 1,000. Complimentary crown for your sword. It's not complimentary, they're buying it. There we go, all that. That is a... I'm going to keep the slightly damaged masterpiece item, because that's a damaged forgotten crown. Huh. Interesting. Here's some really damaged clothing that we're just palming off on them. Hope you like really damaged clothing, because we're throwing all of that at you. That's 1,000. This was just the box of damaged clothing. There's probably, like, so many more boxes full of stuff here. We could literally not make stuff for a whole year. We could not make stuff for multiple years. And we would be fine. We would be absolutely fine. I mean, we should keep making stuff. Because of course we should. We have like 1,000 things made of gold. You should start minting gold coins. Star Wars Civilization for releasing horrific monstrosities. The many, many crowns it made from the bones of absolutely every animal it got its hands on. Who knows when the elves will arrive with a pair of you? Exactly. If I make coins. If I make coins, I could just buy them with coins. Ooh. That'd be fun. Also, we do want to trade away all the stuff made of bones, because the elves will not appreciate stuff made of bones. They're like, no thanks, we want nothing to do with this. By the way, we are literally still going. Though to 11,000 profit. They're up to 12,000 profit. They don't like anything that's dead. Yep. No, they don't care. They don't like bones either. No. Human children could not wear dwarf clothing. They are still counted as large. Oh, there we go. So, we keep that, and we do this until we get to the sweet spot. Where is the sweet spot? There's the sweet spot. We'll also give you that. And that. Wonderful! Thank you for your business. You can have all of these as a gift. I will see that our leader gets this offering. Excellent. So that's all done. Anything that has ash in it, yes, but green glass they will accept. They will accept green glass objects. They will not, however, accept things that are made with ash. That's why metal and stone are really good. That's why you also want to make sure, if you have elves that you're friends with, that you do not decorate things with bone. If you don't have elves nearby, or you don't care about what the elves think, absolutely decorate things with bone or shells. But otherwise, do not. Like, I know some people look at what I do with this fortress and they're like, hang on, you're actually being friends with the elves? And I'm like, well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be friends with the elves? What do I gain by not being friends with the elves? Not a lot, really. Not a lot at all. It's all just a bit of hassle. Plus, they've been really steadfast trading allies, honestly. But we don't have any grudges with the elves. We have only been friendly to the elves. That's the thing, we have only been friends with them. Trading with elves? I've been trading with elves since day one. Day one we've been trading with the elves. You're missing fun that I'd rather not have that, honestly. That seems awful. Oh, there is a reason why we actually know. There's a reason why we didn't want those. And that is because they are too close to a dog. We could, however, put them here. That seems better. If we put them here... Chase with elves despite chat suggestions. Yep, I do. Because it's been profitable and good for business. And also just really nice. Honestly, angry elves are more trouble than they're worth. Even goblin armies at least bring stuff that can be melted down and reused. Exactly! It's like... Also, why be enemies with people when you could just avoid being enemies with people? Just be nice. I know, shocking. But you could just be nice. No. Well, too bad. It's a dangerous world. Dwarves need all the friends they can get. I mean, look at my civilizations. We're in an alliance with the elves, I might add. We are in an alliance with the elves. They and I, we are friends. Stalwart companions. Technically, we'd even put traps here. Could. But the fort's crippling wood shortage. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. Oh yeah, that crippling wood shortage. It's just tragic. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to get this mind. No, not auto. This mind. That mind. This mind. That. This, that. And that. This too, that too. I think the only thing I've ever done to anger them is ignore the tree cutting mandates, but it's never intentional. Yeah, I just, you know... Oh, what did you ban? Okay, not bracelets. That would actually be bad. Wait for it. Dwarves digging. My suspension just bleeds with shadow. Wait for it. Wait for what? I don't know what we're waiting for, Hammy. Not enough fire for you, Hammy? There is a bit of fire here. This has been burning for about a year. Nope, needs more fire. I mean, is that enough fire for you? How about a creature that is literally fire? It's made of fire. Also, I feel like this is just an infinite supply of water here that's just slowly... Yeah. I feel like it's just an infinite supply of water there. Also, we're still smelting that. We're still making that too. We're still making totems. We're still making rock mechanisms. We're making so many things. Also, we now have 3 angry dwarfs. Why are you angry? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Why are you mad? Why? Why, Blanket Boy Max? You were doing so well. Oh, probably reliving, experiencing trauma. Horn Silver, though. That's fun. Mad. They are so mad. Ooh, Native Silver, too. Ooh, fancy. Fancy! All of this is fancy. Very fancy. Look at all the stuff we found. Look how amazing it is. Look at the fine meals. The fire. The burning. There is so much burning. So much burning! At some point that will stop burning. It will never, ever stop burning. Well, this huge area that we decided just to do stuff with. We should also make it a bit bigger. There we go. And then smooth out the rest of it. Like that. Seems perfect to me. You're so sad you missed Action 52. It was an experience. Action 52 is always an experience, and oh boy, was it an experience. You know, oh, that's why I didn't mine over there. Because water. I mean, I could mine this out. No, don't mine it like that. I can mine this out at least. Dwarfless, by the way, congratulations! You got re-elected again! You just keep doing this, Dwarfless. You just keep getting re-elected every year. Just like, it's another Dwarfless year. One day, Dwarfless, you will not be elected. And that will probably... No, actually, no. Even when Dwarfless dies, he will still somehow get elected. We don't know how this will happen. As always, I serve the people. And by serving, I mean traction benches or death. I mean, you're not wrong. That is kind of what you do. Also, there's an animal. Where's the giant? We have a giant somewhere in our storage. We have a tree frog. We have a couple of tree frogs. There's a giant one-humped camel. We should really make a storage just for cages. What we should do, we should make a storage just for cages. Where could we put that? We could put it here. That seems like a good idea. We could put it here. Just a storage for cages. Yeah, we have cages. I mean, doesn't everyone have cages? Damp stone, okay. So that, I think, is the limit of how far we can go there. Hello, Tom. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, this is going to be a weird storage area. But I'm going to make it a storage area. I'm sorry, but... Can you put angry dwarfs into cages? Why would I put angry dwarfs into cages? That seems extremely nasty. He's demanding that more cages be made, so it would be best to make it big. Yeah, but we can always sell cages. That's the thing, we can always sell cages. Dolphin's going good, we can always sell cages. They don't say that we can't export cages. Also, we can do that there and put a statue there. Are we going to find more? Okay. So that there is that, and that is that. Are you still alive? Oh yes, you are very much still alive. You are very much still alive. So, you can still mine here, apparently. Meanwhile, we should absolutely start smoothing all this out. Smooth that all out as quickly as possible. So long, Hammy. Have fun. Thanks for being here. Oh no, we should absolutely do that instead. That should be fine. There's no water there. hello there, everyone, by the way, that's here. Well, 62 of you. Hope you're all doing well. Also, just a small reminder, if you have that Twitch Prime sub you have lying around, you can always pass it my way. Be greatly appreciated. If you don't, but you want to support me in getting little things that bring me joy, there's always my throne wishlist. But if you can't do that, or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all just little extra things. And ultimately, you being here and enjoying what I make makes it all worth it. It really does. Also, it seems like we can just make this really big over here. It seems like we can just make this really, really large. Because it looks like we're past the pocket. Is that a swimming pool? No, it was going to be a room, but then it ended up becoming a big thing of water that we're very slowly trying to drain. We're not doing a very good job of draining it, though. We're doing a really poor job of draining it. That being said, there is a way we could drain it. Oh! There's an Ulm. Oh. You are having a battle. You are winded. The Ulm is tired. This is how people get upset. Uh-oh. You are injured. Oh, the Ulm is just dead. You killed the Ulm. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this area out. Like this. Okay, we're going to dig this huge area out here.
Ooh, a pouch of gold.
Amidst dying, almost dying from an Ulm. That's going in the book. Thank you ever so much. So if we do this, and then we dig here, we can clear this area out. See, I have a plan. I have a cunning plan. It's not that cunning. It's not even slightly cunning. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig all this area out. Then we're going to dig into here. It'll spill all the water out here. And once that's all spilled out, we can then go into here, build a bridge, link the bridge up, seal the area off, and then all is good. Also, we struck tetrahedrite. We like striking tetrahedrite. Tetrahedrite means more iron. More iron is good. More rock doors are good too. Also, Neemst has grown into a child. Neemst the 36th. They are now a child. They will now run around and do child things. This is good. Also, more bunnies. You can give dwarves the ability to swim. Like, this is a skill that you can give them at the beginning of an embark. If you feel like water is going to be an issue, giving dwarves the ability to swim is really useful. You have suspended the creation of a weapon trap. Why? Which one have you suspended? Carry on that, please. And that one too. Okay, that has been built, which is marvellous, which means we can then make another trap. And just put it here. And honestly, just fill it with some spears. We don't actually have any duffses, we have one spear. I suppose it's just swords now. That's true. If they're in armor, that's a bit of an issue. But if it's just like standard dwarfs, not in armor, then, you know, just shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now here's the problem. Trying to find swords that are not of exceptional quality to use in a trap. But I did find some swords. So really, we can only put... That's it. That's the end of all of the traps that we can put here. Unless you want to make another layer deep of traps. That way. Like, we might actually be done with traps. We have a lot of traps here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 levels of trap. That is a lot of trap. That's a lot of miasma too. Oh boy, that's a lot of miasma. So I'm going to put some doors here. Some lovely claystone doors. We're also going to smooth... Ooh, sapphire. You probably struck it here, to be honest. You probably didn't strike it there. Whoops. Log. No, log. Labor? No. All? Orthoclase. Sapphire. Oh yeah, it was there. You did strike sapphire there. So, now we send all of this area to be... Oh, hang on. Mr. Stitches has been taken by a fey mood. Fascinating. I don't know what you're good at. So, this could be intriguing. Oh, you found some really nice gems. Really nice gems are good. We like nice gems. Also, by all means, you can also mine all this out if you like. You claimed a jeweler's workshop! Oh! That's fascinating. A jeweler's workshop. That'll be probably gem cutting. It'll probably be gem cutting. Mr. Stitches. Yeah, they are a legendary gem setter and a grandmaster gem cutter. So I'm expecting great things here. So the plan is simple. The plan is very simple. All we do here is we make this area into a small cage storage area. Oh, there are gems there. I want them. You know what? Mine them in a moment. The Forgotten Beast Coon has come. A towering one-eyed assassin bug. It has large mandibles and it appears to be emaciated. Its eyes glow chartreuse. Its dark chestnut exoskeleton is sleek and smooth. Beware its noxious secretions. Oh, you're down there. Hi, bye. Well, that was terrifying. We'll never see that one again. I'm not kidding. We'll never see that one again. It is gone. Forget it ever existed. The game has. It was nice knowing you. See you never. Pretty much. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig here. If we dig here, it'll let out a large amount of water. My job here is done, but you didn't do anything. Leaves. There are some war dogs fighting a camel. I do not know who the victor was, but I doubt it was the camel. Save? We will do in a moment. In fact, we will do now. Good call. By the way, have I told you all how amazing you all are? And also how ridiculously generous you are. You guys, you all keep being so generous. It is my job to remind you, by the way, that you've always got to only be generous with funds you can ever afford to, you can only afford to, expend. Never do it with food, rent money, like, bills money. That's fine. We can easily deal with that, Thrithland. We can easily deal with that. Just dog meat. That's all you do. You just get meat from dogs, and we're all good. Not as amazing as you can go, nah. Nah. Thought your job was to play video games while we make comments that may or may not be applicable. It's true! It's true, that is my job. I also write sometimes. Wait, you've already done your mysterious construction. What is it? It's just a diamond. That is literally what the construction is. It's a diamond. I mean, if it's gonna be quick, it might as well be quick. Alright, let's go to our armor. We want a... It's a gauntlet, isn't it? Not an iron gauntlet, it is a... It was that one. We have 2 intricate booming metal gauntlets. In theory, we could make something out of that. So anyway, now the water is going to splash out here in a bit. Yeah, we might need to make a couple more rock pedestals. Let's make some more rock pedestals. Like 20. Also, we're nearly done with bone crowns. We might actually want to not make any more bone crowns for a little while. We are done with bone crowns. So, water is going to spill out everywhere. It's going to be awkward, but it'll be fine. Do we have any more pedestals to put in there, actually, now I think about it? Do we have any more pedestals? We do. We even have a platinum one. You know what? Put that in there as well. Actually, no. Don't put that one in there. You're finding a lot of nice riches there. So, we're about to unleash all the water. They're soon going to leave. You're thirsty. That's fine. You will soon go and have a drink. Once you've dealt with this coal. I actually think we need to get rid of that one. We will get rid of that one, though. And we'll also get rid of these ones, too. No. Don't auto-mine it. Don't auto-mine it. That is a recipe for catastrophe. Do that. Do that instead. So they're going to start smoothing all of this out. Some of these people in the fortress have friends, by the way. They've been around for that long that they have friends. So the plan is simple, as I said. We're just gonna start digging out all this, dig out that, and we'll just make a mess everywhere. We want all these gems. We want all of those gems. And you are by yourself meditating on fortresses. Seems like a fine plan, if you ask me. A fine plan. And there is a goose. It is Lonk. Lonk the gander. Hank. So once you've dug these out and unleashed all the water, I have a cunning plan. It may not be that cunning, but I do have a plan. Okay, you're now going to mine that out. You grabbing a rock? Yes, you are grabbing that rock. Lots of people just coming here to grab rocks. There are gems in this wall. We want to mine this area out. Ooh, it's starting to smell malachite ore, by the way. It's all happening here. So, are you ready for all the water to spill everywhere? Because water is about to spill everywhere. You're all about to get soaked. That is rodent man blood, by the way. I think you were covered in rodent man blood. This is the way that we deal with all of this, by the way. You also can just start mining in this direction if you want. So all the water's going to spread. Was this on purpose? Yes, actually. A perfect faint yellow diamond. Ibas Cas. It's just a diamond. It's a very expensive diamond. An exceptionally expensive diamond. We have so many things in the fortress, it takes... Well, there is another raid. That is Chuckman there with a party of 4. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Welcome. How are you today? I hope you are well. So yeah, we're just going to open this up so that once all the water is drained, we can then add some stuff here to protect everything. Alternatively, we could end up just with a massive area full of water. Like, this could all fill up with water. So it'll all spread out, and as it spreads out, it will make this turn into... You see, there are 1s there now. How will the fire goes get their beverage now? Don't worry, we're going to seal it up again. We're going to seal it up again. But I want this area to actually be accessible in a strange way. Also, you're just like, I'm going to grab these boulders. Why are you cleaning here? I'm not even kidding. Why are you cleaning? That seems a little redundant. Just a little. It's damp. Someone's got a mop. Do you really? Might as well try to mop up the ocean. Yeah, I wish you luck with that one. That's going to be an experience. I don't envy you that. Also, they have left. Or rather, they are leaving. So, you can see there are 1s there now. 1s will eventually dry up. Note that there's still water going this way. The plan is that eventually there'll be so little water here that we'll be able to build a bridge here and get a mechanism in there and seal this off. That's the hope. You're still cleaning. Why are you cleaning? Unless you're cleaning yourself. They might be cleaning themselves. Or maybe are desperately trying to clear away the dustings of mud. There's a lot of magnetite here. Like, there's a lot of magnetite. This is why I want to do this. How, by the way, are we doing with smelting at gold ore? We are nearly done with smelting gold ore. Then we'll be making 1,000 batches of coins. Are you detailing a wall from inside there? That is a choice. I don't know why you'd want to clean from inside the room full of water. Okay, I'm gonna actually... this is a problem. I don't know if this is actually draining fast enough. I don't know that it's draining fast enough. We want to build a bridge here. That's what we want to do. We want to build a bridge here. You know, I'm going to mine these out as well. Mine them out now. You might be a bit busy on account of all of the water. Wait, where did you find native... You found native platinum there? Well, mine it. Mine it literally right now. That is astounding, and we like native platinum. So what we want in here is only cages. We only want the ones with things in them. We are rich! And we don't want in here the ones with cages. Then hang on. So, animals. No. Empty cages, yes. Cages with animals, they go in the new cage depot, which is here. Which, I might add, we need to modify just slightly, so that it... Oh, we modified that just slightly, so that it doesn't have that square and that square. Because I want them to be where statues are. Speaking of statues, let's put some statues there. I mean, there's a statue of Keshem Buck Rampage here. You know full well that we are going to put a statue of Keshem Buck Rampage there. I mean, you get so mad at me if there wasn't, in fact, a statue of Keshem Buck Rampage right there. It's just the way these things must go. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, why don't we also remove it there and there? Like that. So then we can put some more statues in here. Only one? Hey, I've only been given one. See, now we're moving all the random cages of all the other things here. This is still flooding out, by the way. It's all still flooding out, very slowly. But it is flooding out. Can I start building a bridge now? Will the game let me? It will. However, there is water... Oh, okay. It'll let me do it now. Build it. Okay, we're one step closer. one step closer to fulfilling this. One step closer. This is going to take forever to build, by the way. Look at all the cages. Look at all the cages. How many cages do we have? Are we getting more cages? Oh no, just earrings. So, let's make some copper earrings, because we always make a pair of copper earrings. We're not making gold earrings, there's no point. They won't get actually sold ever, so there is no point in making gold earrings. When people kept making statues of snails, the person who ran to it thought they liked snails. They absolutely hated snails and using the art to vent their frustration for it, and they'd be shot full of snail statues. That is perfect. I mean, that is just perfect. Oh no, don't suspend the claystone bridge. Please build the claystone bridge. We must build the claystone bridge. We have a worm cage. All these other cages. Please build it. Like, I need the water to drain here. It's got to 1 now. I'm a little, however, worried that we're gonna run out of things. Oh, Urgh! I need more space. Like, I want this to... There's a way to do this. And it's a very roundabout way. There's water at this location. Okay. It won't let you build anything if there's even, like, 1 bit of water. If there's even 1 bit of water, they won't let you. They're still, by the way, moving all of these cages. Hello, Melkea. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Please build this. I just need you to build this. It's so difficult to get people to build this. I should have thought about this in advance. I should have put a bridge here, but I didn't. And now I'm dealing with the consequences. The consequences of my folly. Those being that I just cannot get this done. I mean, it's been flooded for a while. It's not a question of builders, it's a question of water. And we can't even deal with the thing because this. There's a bunch of thirsty dudes in another stream. Maybe if I can reach them. I'm afraid not. Need more goof? I mean, we always need more goof. But that's just me being goof. I need... If we built a wall here, but we can't build a wall here, because, again, there's water. So it won't let me build a wall here because water. The water isn't spreading fast enough is the problem. I need it to dry up, but it's not drying up. I wanted to spread it out, but this is just completely backfired. Maybe dig a ditch? Problem. I can't. Because it's right above this area. There is no ditch to dig it to. Oh, they're building the wall. Okay. You've built the wall. That's amazing. Now that will drain. Okay, this will eventually dry. And when it dries, we can then build that, we can then link it up, we can then seal it all off again, and all will be good. See, just build a wall, seal it off, everything's great. Also, we have all of these. Can you make a farm? Nope, I'm just trying to drain that water, Zurich, so I can seal it off with a bridge. Also, welcome. Glad to have you here. I am no expert of anything, least of all that. I'm no expert. Not even slightly. Did you see? The gem finally stopped burning. It's been like a whole year. It's been a whole year, but the gem has finally stopped burning. Also, this water is pushing around the rocks. Yes, it made a gem, actually. It made that. It made a gem. Oh, gems can absolutely burn. And they burn. Boy, do they burn. Oh, see, look, this is drying up. That's dried up. So now we just need this to dry up. Interestingly, if we resume construction now, will you start thinking about building it? Can you dig into the lava sea and drain the water into the lava sea? Yes. But it's also coming in because the water, this is damp. So also no. Because it's damp from the floor above. So in the end, we just made a whole thing full of water. They're going to actually build it. They are actually going to build it. There you go. They're actually going to build the thing. Because water isn't flowing, they can build in one. They can't build in two. So there you go. You've got that. Okay, you're building it. You're building it. You're building it. Oh, they're building it. It's built. Right. Now, link it to this. Do this extremely urgently. See, look, I'm getting it done. It's being done. Look at this huge area here. Actually, what we want to do is we want to get a wall and just do that. And go blocks for claystone block. And here. Hi, Kikoskia in chat. Folks looking a little damp. It's fine, Space Potato. And also, welcome. Glad to have you here. It's fine. Everybody's dealt with this occasionally. It's fine. It's not fine. I'm just dealing with this situation. Right, so that's going to be linked up quickly. Now, if we go down... Statues there, statues there, statues there, statues there, there. Statue there. Ooh, we want some statues here. I mean, why wouldn't I? That's a good statue. That's a really good statue. Statues there. Could put one there, but no. No. Statues there, statues there, statues there, and... I mean, we might as well think about other statues at some point, but... Is this actually linked up now? No, but it's nearly linked up. Want me to make a quiver? Well, we can absolutely make one of those. You can make an adamantite quiver. Don't. Just don't. Let's seal up. Metal objects have been completed. Is this now... Okay, it's linked. So, if you pull the lever urgently, that'll then raise this. Then we can get to work sorting out this mess. Also, just a couple of things here. Structure's unclear, making adamantine traction, but no, don't do that! Also, get rid of these, please. Then build here some claystone. Block things there. And one there. And one here. Like that. Can you just dig a hole and get the water to flow elsewhere? Yeah. Problem. It's on floor 15. Floor 14, where this is the main storage area. Floor 13 is here, 12 is here, 11 is there, 10 is there. We cannot, because it's in the middle of the fortress. Just a little awkward, it's just in the middle of the fort. What about floor 16? Water typically doesn't flow up. Physics is a thing, unfortunately. I wish water could flow up. Yes, floor 16 is above. Counting down goes down. Typically, so you're saying there's a chance. I'm saying don't count on it. Physics is a thing, unfortunately. Yep. Perhaps you can make a pump stack, but why, when I can just instead seal it up and forget about it? Why, when I can just forget? See, that's the thing. If I can just forget it ever existed and just leave it there, then there's no problem. I really want someone to deal with this now, please. I really want someone to deal with this. Okay, there's an easy way to do that, and that is to get my good friend Actually, no, hang on. First is to get rid of this one. Then it is to make a new burrow and put it here. And assign to this burrow one dwarf. That would be you. I'll make an obsidian generator. I don't need that. I have plenty of rock. There is no reason for me to get that. I like how they're just slowly grabbing stones from me. I don't want you to grab stones from here. I want this to be left. Also, I want to engrave all this so I can put more statues here. Also, get rid of those doors. Rock is not something we have a problem with. Oh boy, is rock not something we have a problem with. In fact, rock is a thing you rarely have a problem with in this game. Glass is also not a thing we have a problem with. Neither is lava, because we were lucky enough to find lava very early on. Just a big tunnel. Yeah, but we don't need a non-burning stone. We're fine. You make a swimming pool? Yeah, I don't need a swimming pool. There's a lot of lava, you're very right. Where was that zircon? It's here. Well, I'd like you to mine that. Yep, sand is infinite. We have that. We used sand a lot at the beginning. Now we use it a lot less. So now we have that, we can seal off this whole thing and just have this area be dry. And it's all good. We'll put some statues here. We got this. There's a giant among these. That's a Gorlak just hanging around. There's some animals and a camel and one of these, I think, if we go to these, one of these has something in it. One of them does. I think we'll be selling some of these next time. I'm new to the channel. Do you stream Dwarf Fortress often? Right now I stream it once a week on Friday evenings. That is what I currently do. I stream once a week Friday evenings. Oh, there's the giant. Just hanging around being a giant. Okay. So now that's gone, so we can now remove the burrow. Now you can go drink. Now we seal this off with a claystone block. Also, if all of you could just smooth everything in here, that'd be grand. Oh, don't worry, they'll get right on smoothing all that. We've been streaming it for quite a while. Kikoskia goes through different games. Currently, Shadows of Doubt, Ash 52 and Dwarf Fortress. Animal Crossing has been ongoing for about 2 to 3 years now. More than 3 years. More than 3 years. And of course, there is also my Let's Play channel, which I've been doing for nearly 16 years now. And there's also the book that you can buy. If you want to read a book. I mean, I do write a book. In fact, I wrote multiple books. Second one's being edited. So then what we do is we seal this area off, let all this dry. And there's also a thrown wish list if you want to help me buy loads of silly things, like tons and tons of tanks for a Warhammer army. Because I haven't finished painting the second one yet, and I'm already starting to assemble the third. This cave crocodile tried to fight. It didn't even get through the first level of traps, I might add. It didn't even get through the first level. Oh yeah, also we could totally make... We could totally put more traps here. We really don't need to put more traps there, though. By the way, Harvey has said we need to build something. Buckets. Also, Hobo Joe just had a baby. Always watch your videos on YouTube and finally got a stream. Hello, Savvy, how you doing? baby. We indeed have a baby. So, let us make a copper bucket. Hey, out 3 copper buckets. Also, baby means we have a dwarf to name. And when you know it, there is a name for them. There you go. Baby dwarf. I'm doing great now. I'm good, thank you. No real complaints. So now this area is completely sealed off. Everything's sealed. It's all good. We can put some statues here. Ooh, lots of... There is a statue of Batman. We shall place the statue of Batman. This is a very important thing, placing a statue of Batman. Army of Dwarves. Yeah, dwarves love smoothing, by the way. Dwarves love smoothing. We sure it's Batman? Yeah, we have Batman and Robin in the fortress. They, died. We've lost a fair few dwarfs over the years. We have lost many dwarfs over the years. Many, many dwarfs. Also, fun fact, we are nearly done with this entire little area. So we can do all that. Do this. Yep, pretty much all done here. Look at that. Fantastic. Batman sacrifice. I mean, it was less sacrifice and more just extremely senseless. But it was what it was. There was not a lot I could do about it. A large rat was fighting. Yeah, I didn't get very far either. Many things do not get very far, I have noticed. We really need to sell some things next time the dwarfs come around. We need to sell some things. So yep, this will now start filling up again. Because there's really no point wasting any more water on the Fire Ghost. Sorry, Fire Ghost, but we are done giving you a bath right now. Maybe later if we need to dump water on something else. So as you haven't seen a Ratman invasion or stream. Don't worry, they're getting ready for that, Specialist. They're getting ready for that. You just watch. They will. They'll get ready for that. So interesting. Let's make a ramp here. Actually, make a ramp. Because why not? But I like the refreshing showers. Well, too bad. Maybe you shouldn't have killed, like, a bajillion ghosts. Is that a man dressed as a rat or a giant rat in two legs? It's a Ratman. It is indeed a... The sect of Shells has many worshippers and now requires a temple and a priest. Okay, the sect of Shells. The good news is we can work on that. We can do that right now. Just get on with that. Also, while it's saving, I'm actually going to name the save as that. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I mean, you can if you like, but I prefer you to stay. Streamer away, secret party dancing. Well, I know that as soon as I go away for 5 seconds, there's going to be a dance. This is a thing that happens. I know it's a thing that happens. Also, hi, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Tis a day. Shoot her back, dance more. I mean, I can't stop you. Yep, boogie dwarfs, oh dear. Oh, there's combat. No, it's another camel. Search of DJ Booth begins taking requests. Oh no. So, we have a big, massive area here we can't really do anything with, but that's fine. They'll get on with all that stuff. Meanwhile, not a lot of mining is going on here. However, if we set up a nice, lovely burrow, you know, here, and assign one dwarf to this, like, our good old friend Utterin Loon, you can then do a bit of mining here. We want you to mine out this area, and then we kind of want you to mine that, and this, and these here. Although it's love about Steam release, the BGM, it's really nice. I like the atmospheric music. It's very relaxing and chill. It's very chill. So, you become spearmasters. Copper buckets have been forged, which satisfies the king's want. Probably very happy right now. There are 65 ecstatic dwarfs, I might add. There are only 16 dwarfs out of 201 that are unhappy in some regard. I dare say that is a pretty fantastic fortress. A very fantastic fortress. I also kind of want you to mind that. Just watch as they die absolutely awfully. By the way, although I don't promise this at all, it is my intention for me to at least finish one of the two armies that I've got here, the Marines Extreme and the Imperial Guard army, before I think about a fourth one. And I know what the fourth one would be, and it would be very dumb. But I want to finish one of the other armies first. So I'm gonna make sure that happens. Gotta be good. Also need to put some doors here. Doors are important. Shale doors are good. Orcs. Now, actually, Gretchen. I want to make a Gretchen army. Oh, no. Okay. Unassign the burrow. Stop mining. Run. Well, I mean, we're down to 200 dwarfs again. I tried. I really, really tried. Another life claimed by a mine. I really tried. Okay.
Ooh,
Burn a
about to
nation? That's
go.
going in the book. It's not my fault. I really, really tried. But yeah, I have an idea, a very silly idea for like a 1,000 point army that is just all Gretchen. It's a Gretchen only army. But I want to wait until I'm in a situation where I can comfortably do that. Mainly I want to finish the armies I've got. Which can take a while, considering how... Who's newest members? That would be Utterin Loon, who is, a pile of ash. How many slabs do we have? Quite a few. Good! Good, I'm glad we have a lot of piles, of slabs, because, yeah... At least the crown survived. And the gems survived. What's a Gretchen? Think a goblin. A Warhammer 40,000 goblin. That's a gremlin. We really don't need to worry about a gremlin. It's already on the run. It's already away. The fun thing about gremlins is you don't know they're there until it's too late. Okay, you know what? There's someone who's unhappy. It's Teddy here, who is a... What are you a legendary of? You're a legendary fighter... There are the rat people! A cat has found the rat people. So, time to assign everyone to the oh no bunker. And, just sort of chill out. The rat is... The cat is very, very dead. It's fine, they are literally not going to get through all of my defenses. I guarantee it to you. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 levels of traps. 9 layers of traps. Rest assured, I think we're safe. Very safe, actually. Yeah, I know. You're just gonna have to deal with... What's Deus trying to do? Deus, drop-off point. Cut gems. So. Why are you trying to... Drop-off point inaccessible? Okay, that's becoming an issue. Okay, Deus Phoenix, you are allowed to go, because if I don't have you... I don't even know where you are, Deus, in this. But apparently you need access. If I don't give you access, you're going to get very, very mad. Okay. You Oops. You need access. Go do your thing. So, let's check out this area. So the rat people are sort of here, and they're winding... Oh, by the way, there are traps here too. They have to get through a couple of traps here, which is what we'll probably be using all of our spears for now. Just strengthening this corridor, so that this corridor is also an avenue of death. And then we can have this open, because it literally won't matter anymore. So what are you going to do? You are... What are you doing? You're detailing a... What wall are you detailing? Yes, run! Run! What What wall are you trying to detail? Please don't run this way. Oh no. No, 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 you're going that... No. Oh no, they're just running. You're just running randomly, aren't you? The good news is they've run far enough away that it is probably very unlikely that these people are going to get hit by anything. You're going to eat now. The good news is these people are being slowed enough. Oh dear. Okay, please move faster. Okay, you're being distracted by a cat. You're running away. This is fine. Meanwhile, down here, nothing is happening. Alright. This is not great. By the way, we found even more cavern dwellers. They are here. The dog has spotted them. What were you doing? Oh, you're trying to get back, aren't you? Well, the good news is none of them are going to get here. No, don't go. No! Don't do that! Run! Yes, run! Why did you feel like that was an idea you should do? Okay, everybody in the burrow. I'm not kidding now. Everybody in the burrow. Yeah, I know things are inaccessible right now. There's literally nothing I can do. No one has died yet. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Stop. Oh, no. Saprook, no. Okay, you're injured. Good. No, no, stop continuing to fight. Buddy, you could just run. You are not running. And Saprook is dead. All that to then just get mangled on a trap. No, Saprook was a really, really good dwarf. Saprook was one of our engravers. Well, guess you're going to be an engraver now. They were a very long-standing dwarf. You all know how many invaders are left now? 2. 2 invaders are left. The militia weren't even summoned. Because I presumed that that they weren't needed. I was very, very wrong, clearly. Like, you just died due to blood loss. Like, every single group of invaders. Yeah, just run! Don't be brave! Just flee! That is what they all need to do. Just run away. Well, no, they always have to be brave. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure every single invader is dead. They are all dead. Well, there we go. Another glorious loss of a dwarf. Because the dwarf decided to just run the wrong way. Why? I don't understand. They just do it. They're just like, hey, you know, we're gonna run this way. We're gonna run into the enemy. This seems like a great idea. And it's like, this is an awful idea. Why are you doing this? And they don't have a response. They just don't. They died doing what they always wanted, getting killed by Ratman. You know, I wouldn't consider being killed by Ratman as something I'd want to do. I'm just saying. Out of all the things I want to have in my life, death by Ratman isn't one of them. Even slightly. Like, it's very low on the list of things. I have 65 iron spears right now. Why are there 65 iron spears? I don't know, but let's make some more rock mechanisms. Let's make like 20 rock mechanisms. So yeah, we lost another dwarf. Wait. What happened to our bear? Okay, some of our animals are fighting each other. Yeah, Archer and Loon has been missing for a week. Yeah, we need to get something made for them. Because they are not coming back. Yeah, pasture is getting cramped. We might want to deal with that situation. There are a lot of animals. You know what this means, folks? More things to die, unfortunately. Yep, we got to deal with this. It's time for Mark 2 of this. Yeah, so let's just do that. And that. That. And you may have eaten the bear. Don't eat the bear. We need to get rid of all the horses. We don't do anything with... Oh my word. There's a lot of these. We do not need this many of these. We just don't. We also don't need donkeys. We just don't need donkeys. And we absolutely do not need rabbits. Because you know what rabbits do? That's right. Breed like rabbits. Rabbits were a mistake. What about dingoes? I don't know. get rid of the Codals too. Look at all the alpacas. We don't need this many alpacas. We really don't need this many. No wonder FPS has dropped so much. To be fair, when you have 200 dwarfs in a fortress, your FPS drops a lot. You know, we can get rid of all but 2 dingoes. There's a lot of cows. Also, we don't need any of these. We also don't need any dingoes. Not the guinea pigs. I'm sorry, but they just breed like guinea pigs. There's a lot of lambs too. We just need to deal with the lambs. And also the llamas to a lesser extent. Also, I don't know why we have reindeer. Reindeer seem like a mistake. Water buffalo we can have a few less of. Like 2 and 3. And all these can go. Also again 2 and 3. Okay. That should help a lot. Oh, we need to get rid of some cows. Two items can drop the FPS as well. Every item has... Yeah, exactly. So, generally, the older a fortress gets, the worse this gets. So yeah, we went from, hey, we're alright with all of our animals, to, nope, we need to deal with more animals. How many barrels do we have? Oh boy, that's a lot of barrels. We're gonna need them. We're gonna need these barrels, because we're about to go deal with this. The bear's still alive, though. It's about to get a lot less crowded in there. I mean, we don't have a problem with food. We could just not make food for ages and we'll be fine. I mean, if there's a plus to this situation, you can indeed train black bears. Also, they found Sapbrook. I wanted to get a stable breeding population of them, and then start getting bears. Oh. The bear is dead. Well, that's one less bear. Really, what I should have done is been a lot more selective with what animals I bred here. Like, maybe just 2 or 3 animal types would have been good. Instead of 5 bajillion like I've got here. I might have let the animal situation get out of hand. Just a little. Just a tad. It's alright though, we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. By the way, there is a named 2-humped camel. Probably because it killed the bear. Either way, I mean, at least we dealt with this situation. I believe this is the statue of, oh, it's just a statue of Batman. Are we having more fights? Okay, it is time for us to kill that thing. Alright. I need you to kill this. They are ganging up on it. I'm sorry, Arazuda. You just have to go. It is fighting everything! Please stop. Okay, here comes Mo... Yeah, it's fighting everything. That camel has had enough. And now it is dead. Truly the bards will sing of this day. Truly. Oh, don't worry, the butchers have lots to be getting on with. They have lots to be getting on with. So, good news. There is not much good news. Oh yes, also, before I forget, we have made a thing. We need to place the slab. Where is the slab? There it is. Place the slab for Uttering Loon. What day was it? Friday. It's always Friday, though. I mean, it is as the song says. One must, like, lower oneself on a Friday. That is how the song goes. Am I wrong? Yep, a few more statues there. Ah, yes. While I'm thinking about it, we need to smooth this entire area out. And we actually want to get this engraved as quickly as possible. I can't refute you, but I have no idea of the reference. Ah, well, you see, it's what's called a subtle reference. It's very subtle. Also, I spy gems, and as we all know, gems are outrageous. Truly outrageous. Remember, this is a temple. This is a temple to the, where is it? The Sect of Shells. There we are. Thought you were trying to reference that. I mean, I might have been. I might have been referencing that song. I mean, I'm just gonna say, she's released one more song than I have. You need gold nuggets. Ah, there are no gold nuggets in the fortress for you to grab, are there? Fun fact, we only need to smelt 21 of them. Has she written more books? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. The answer to your question is, I mean, she's certainly continuing to make music. No, I think you're being exceptionally mean there, Rackenshin. Remember that the song was originally not intended to be something that was released commercially? And I would say that she's done exceptionally well for herself, considering. That is very... like... considering the amount of fame that she suddenly got for something that wasn't originally meant to be out public, and I think she's done very well. Also, there are dogs here. They are both pets of Cody, following Cody around. There is a female dog and another female dog. So that's been completely smoothed out, I'll have you know. A lot of smoothing going on. It's not very expensive right now. Someone dropped their crown. They did. Mystery one dropped their crown. I don't know why, but they dropped it. I mean, she made a better song than I would. Guarantee it to you. If I wrote a song, it'd be awful. If I sung a song, it'd be awful. And if I was in a music video, it'd be awful. Oh my, it would be awful. Citrine, eh? Well, we want that. Is this... Yes, it is indeed, Earthrith. So no cover of... Why would I sing that? Like, genuine question, why would I sing that? Also, that is not my song, so I don't feel like singing that would be a good idea. It's more like, why would I sing that? Like, I don't have a reason to sing it. Like, there are many songs out there, but why would I pick that one? No. Absolutely not specialist. The priesthood of the sect of shells is ready to be recognized. Well, that was quick. Recognized priesthood. We need a priest, which is probably you. Also, Gilbert and Sullivan are incredibly old. As in, the act is old, not the people. Like, even the one that lasted the longest has been gone for over a century. They are very old. Yeah, Gilbert was gone in 1911 and Sullivan in 1900. So there is no one alive that was around when the one from 1900 is gone. There might be a few people who were alive at the time of the 1911. That is true, but the majority of people nowadays won't know who they are. Which is not to say that the stuff they made was not good. It's just to say that it was well over 100 years ago. Like, if my stuff is still, like, talked about in any capacity in 100 years, I will be flabbergasted. Like, genuinely flabbergasted. It would be truly astounding. It's like there are always people that will know about these things because they either personally enjoy it, or they're enthusiasts, or they're historians, or they just have a passion for a certain topic, but as time goes by, these things become... There's a statue of me! Alright, we've got to put that statue of me down somewhere. I mean, where are we putting the statue of me? Ooh, I mean, clearly we need a statue of me in the pub. Where are we going to put the statue of me? I think it needs to be here. The legendary statue of me. Like, there are lots of things that I could tell you, like, vaguely things about that I wouldn't be able to give you any more extra detail on. But the important thing is I would know where to look if I wanted to find detail on that. I don't know it, but I know where I can go to find out. Also, going back to the thing you said there, Specialist, about knowing a song, I'm pretty sure if you were requested to, like, sing something, you probably get time to practice. But again, they're more niche than you think they are, PGW. Like, how many people have played Mass Effect? And how many people watch The Simpsons? More importantly, how many people remember every joke that happens in The Simpsons? Like, I can't remember most of all the videos I ever recorded. And there's 10,000 of them. Actually, fun fact, I couldn't tell you some of the jokes that I put in videos last week. And that's not a case of me being forgetful, it's just a case of there are other things I remember instead. It's not bad. That's just being busy and having lots of things to think about. Like, there are so many things that I do as part of my job, and so many other tangential things I have, like the editing of the videos, the writing, editing stuff, painting, building things, D&D, other events. It's like there's so many things to know and things to watch and things to do that some details just aren't things that you remember. Also, there's a crown there for some reason. It's exceptional, though. It's very exceptional. There's also a lot of totems now. We're going to have a lot of crown stuff. I only tend to remember really unimportant things. Yeah, some things get lodged into your head. Like, that's the thing. Your brain works in mysterious ways. Some things just get lodged into your head forever because it's associated with a particular memory, or your brain just went, I'm going to remember that. How long am I going to remember this for, brain? Oh, eternity. You won't remember this extremely important password or the birthday of somebody that you care about, but you will remember the entire cast of the Visionaries. Or you will remember this theme song, or you will remember this very specific thing about a video game that's 20 plus years old. Because your brain, try as you might, there are certain things that you will just remember better. But there are lots of things that we just know, and lots of things that we just learned, and lots of things that you learn that you don't realize you're learning. I always say that you should try and learn something every single day. Always try and learn something. It's very important to try and learn things. Also, all these rat corpses are smelling. They're all smelling. Did we learn something today? Yeah. I learnt what years Gilbert and Sullivan passed away. I also learned that laser spelt with a Z isn't actually an accepted spelling of the word laser, despite the fact that you see that in a lot of media. Because laser, of course, is an acronym, as I knew. I just didn't remember the full acronym. But I thought maybe laser with a Z was an actual word. And it's like, no, it's not. But it is because it's also being used. But it's not being used in the sense of laser being another spelling of laser. They just become corpses eventually, and it's fine. We just want huge piles of corpses. Yeah, light amplified by the simulated emission of radiation. Yeah, so you can't put Z in there because that's not a word. But it is used in things. Like you'll see many companies of laser tag that use a Z because you know what Z is. When Z is in laser, Z is cool. Like, that's cool. Can we engrave this? No. I mean, you can, but I will also say that if you do, you won't score maximum points in a spelling test. Yes, radar is also an acronym, but you don't think of it as an acronym because radar in itself is such a ubiquitous term now that it's just radar. And sonar as well. Like, it's weird that Z is Z in the UK, but Z in the US. It's just a pronunciation thing. It's just pronunciation. The language is fascinating. And the fun thing about language is always evolving. Language is always changing. Every day, new words come into existence that are slowly, like, enter into the dialect of a people, and words slowly become less used and archaic, and eventually obsolete. And words take different meanings too, and lose and gain them, and things that are not in the English dictionary now in 10 years' time might be, because words. And then, what are words worth? I mean, words are invaluable. Words are great. Words can transport you into worlds unimaginable. Words can educate you on things that you would never have known. Words are a means in which we convey and store knowledge. Words are powerful. Words are dangerous. Words are illuminating. See? Communication is fascinating. It truly is. It's fascinating. It's all fascinating. I'm going to use some of the dud statues out here, by the way. Krondor reference there. I think English should bring... No, I don't think it should. I don't think it should bring back any letters. I think the letters that it has are fine. Why bring back a letter? What does it serve? Like, the language has moved beyond the point of needing it. Language has changed. I mean, emoticons are unusual because emoticons are just a different form of hieroglyphics. They're just a different hieroglyphic. Language has become quite... I will, Demon Dragon. Language is very circular in that regard. Like, here is a thing that already existed that we have now repurposed into something else. Now you have emoticons. Pictographs never left, they just changed. We have a lot of bags, by the way. We have so many bags. We should put an offering place here. But we still write words as well, that's the thing, we do both. We do many things. There are so many ways to communicate now. I know. Nature does speak 1,000 words. It does. You are not wrong, it does. It's just fascinating. It's all fascinating. Ooh, we have lots of these. You also need a couple of chests. And this is pretty much done. How valuable is this, by the way? Oh wow, it's really good. It is extremely good in there. We still haven't finished making all of those gold things, by the way. We still haven't finished that. Oh, they're mining. Okay, they're still okay. Okay. You could probably mine these as well. Relatively safely. Want to get the militia ready? Nah. There's fine. There's fine. Because if there was lava here, it would have leaked out already. It's this area here we've got to watch out for. Like, we could also mine there very safely, because there's no way there's lava there. Could be lava here, though. Could be lava there. Not the lava I'm worried about. Gotta be honest, if there's a horrible monster having the militia, those people are still probably gonna die, sadly. Can't have them stationed there all the time. We have ways to lock in a creature anyway if we need to. We have ways. Let's just hope we don't have to. The famous wars. No. No, thank you. You are probably part of the famous wars. Oh no, you just... Are you naked? You have dwarven wine spatter on you. Ah, yeah, it's a classic entertainer here in our Dwarf Fortress. Classic entertainer, just spattered in dwarf. By the way, before we conclude today, I want to quickly get some traps down. As many traps as I can. With decent mechanisms. Am I still alive? I'm pretty sure you're still alive. I still think you are living. We, by the way, have a lot of mechanisms here. Some of them are good. 11 bronze spears. We have a lot of these. We could do a lot of stuff here. Copper spear, bunch of iron spears, large serrated disc. So we can eventually fill this entire corridor out. Then no one will be able to come this way either. Then we can actually open that up. But you know what time it is, folks? It is time for me, sadly, to bid you all adieu. It has been a long stream. An exciting stream. A stream with unfortunate peril and perishing. But that is a thing that just happens, unfortunately. There's not a lot I can do about that. And there are a couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we conclude. No problem, Specialist. Thank you ever so much for being here. And there's my website, Kikoskia.com. You can check out at that link there. You can check out my schedule there. You can also find some wake up by and hope. There's also my Discord where you can join a large and thriving community, which I'm often a part of. There's loads of places to talk about stuff, loads of emotes based on Let's Plays and streams past and present, and if you link your Twitch and Discord together and you sub to your Twitch, you can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, which is fantastic. Then there is my Patreon, where you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. There's my Let's Play streamers hidden behind paywalls. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes that you typically don't see, including but not limited to all the editing, compression, test streams and test recordings, and everything that makes all what I do a reality. Can you tell that I've been practicing this while I've been doing all this stuff? I actually haven't been practicing it. It's just the years and years of doing it. This is also my full-time job, as you know, and every little bit that people pledge to me makes it all possible. So those that do not only get a different coloured name on Discord and my deep and sincere thanks, but you also get the ability to vote on upcoming playthroughs when the opportunity arises. Then there is my YouTube channel itself, where you can check out all my content from the very first video I put up over 15 years ago, nearly 16 years ago actually. I'm so old. To the most recent one that went up today and everything in between. There's over 10,000 videos of stuff there, including all the Twitch VODs. And if you sub to me there, you get me one step close to 100,000 YouTube subscribers. If we get there, I'll do a replay of Terror from the Deep and a replay stream of Wisdom Warriors 2 Ironsword, and every 5k leading up to it, starting at 60k, we'll be doing a playthrough of a game the community votes for. There's also the fact that if you get to 1 million, I'll do those eyelash tutorials that people keep asking about. I'll have to think about something to do for 300 Twitch sub points after Action 52. Let's put some thought into that. There's also my Twitter and my other social media, like Instagram, Mastodon, Blue Sky as well, and there's also the YouTube community tab and my Discord that I mentioned previously. There you can get notifications about when I start streaming and my Let's Play videos go live and all kinds of random other stuff. And then there is the Throne wishlist, where you can, indeed, help assemble my massive Imperial Guard tank-only army. It's only got tanks and mechanized walking infantry. There's a few mechanized sentinels. And of course other little things that bring me joy, and if you have ideas for something that is not on that list, you can suggest them. Finally, there is me thanking all of you, because seriously, you are all absolutely fantastic and amazing and brilliant and wonderful, and I couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are the heart and soul of my community. You make it all possible. And you're just so supportive and amazing and wonderful and kind and fantastic and just all round the most fantastic group ever. And I've never been happier than when I am entertaining all of you. It's hard sometimes. Like, doing this job is most definitely difficult. It has its challenges. But it's fun. And seeing you all enjoy my stuff makes it all worth it. And with your continued support, I'll be able to keep doing this for many, many years to come. As many years as is possible. So thank you all ever so much. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything you set out to do. The next stream is tomorrow, 2 PM GMT, Animal Crossing New Horizons, last stream of the week. They'll be adorable. They'll be silly. There won't be Annalise giving her photo, though. That never happens. Or will it? Maybe it will. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone. For if everyone is nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't we? Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later.